Hello, everyone. I'm Brittany Cantor-Barb, an executive coach and consultant, and you are back on the PowerHER channel. And today I'm going to give you everything you need to absolutely dominate in the job search with harnessing the power of LinkedIn. So many of my clients really struggle with the whole concept of having to put themselves out there on social media because, let's face it, it's not always the most friendliest place. But I want to challenge that because before social media, specifically LinkedIn, blew up in the corporate world, the only way that you were networking or getting in front of your dream employers was legitimately getting in your car, driving to a business after hours event, literally standing in line essentially to get to the 2 to 3 people in the room that everybody wanted to talk to. Lady, this was painstaking, and that was why the boys club and this very traditional patriarchal ladder got so much movement, because those folks were actually going to all of those events. So instead of having this really visceral reaction and this fear around social media, where you could only really access people in your immediate circle in your town, or if you're literally getting on a plane, now you have the entire internet. You have jobs all over the globe that you can immediately be right in front of the CEO of some top organizations. So wipe your mind around the old school way of networking and harness the power of LinkedIn. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to walk you through our PowerHER formula for success, and that is commanding, demanding, and landing our power. And this really is the secret sauce behind everything we do in our programs. So the very first step is commanding our power. And I cannot say this enough, but so many of my clients, I tell them over and over and over again, lady, there's nothing wrong with you. Of course you have a fear of putting yourself out there on social media. Of course you have this fear and then making sure you fit very neatly into this job description box that you're going after. What we do is we really turn that upside down. So instead of thinking about how can I check every box in this job description of this dream job I think I want, what we actually do is have you map out your entire dream job. I'm talking about exactly what you want to do, what kind of industry you want to do it in, what kind of team you want to have, what kind of money you want to make, what kind of resources do you want at your disposal, and you literally write out your own job description. I know that seems insane. I know that's something many of us haven't heard before, but I promise you, pause this video right now, go through and write that out, and then hit play for step 2. So this is step 2 and how you can absolutely dominate in the job search, harnessing the power of social media. And we call this demanding our power. This is very much that traditional how-to, right? Where your brain wants to jump first. And so how we do this specifically is once you have your dream job you mapped out from step 1, then you literally map out how you can absolutely dominate and provide value. And what I mean by that is so many people go on these LinkedIn platforms, especially in the corporate world, and all you see is post after post after post of saying, here's how amazing I am. Nobody wants to read that. What you need to do is exactly map out what your hero of your story, who you're actually talking to. My friend, this is your CEO or the board you actually want to work for, and you call out exactly what they want to see and how you've dominated in doing this. And so what that could look like is you literally take the time right now to write out 20 different things that you've absolutely crushed it on in your career. And I know you have 20, you likely have 200, but start with 20 different things. And I want you to think about how did that initiative that you absolutely dominated in benefit that organization, right? And then you tie that back to what the CEO of the board actually cares about. Choose 3 different things. 9 times out of 10, that's growth, that's profit, right? That's revenue. That is what gets the business going. So make sure that you map out those 20 things of how you dominated in that. What that's going to do, that's going to give you one hell of a brag board and literally 20 different posts that you can create immediately today just from brainstorming that. And this is how you continually talk about the value that you bring. So you have those 20 things, you literally plug and play into a LinkedIn post and you say, hi CEO, here's one way that I absolutely catapult revenue. You show the proof, the body of evidence that you have, then you end with, hey, would love to talk to you about that. It's really that simple. So many people overcomplicate that, but us in the corporate world, right, you're not writing full-blown copy. You're not writing something to build an organization. Very different skill set. All you're trying to do is to get your dream avatar, your hero, to read your post. And that is when you talk to exactly what they want to hear. So the very last step in harnessing the power of social media to land your dreams job is landing your power. And what I mean by that, once you follow the first two steps, you are constantly putting yourself out there in a very objective way. It's not saying, here's how I'm amazing. It's saying, here's how I can bring value to your organization, which feels much more authentic, right? Especially for us as women. What that's going to do is actually give you the visibility online over and over and over again of speaking directly to how you serve the needs of that organization. In turn, what that's going to do is literally build your confidence to an unshakable level because you have continually, at least 3 times a week, posted something out there that's reminding you, wait a second, here's how I crushed it. Here's how I crushed it. Here's how I crushed it. Over and over and over again. And what that's going to do is keep your accomplishments top of mind. Lady, this is how you have your dream jobs, the dream organizations that you want to work for, those that are truly making an impact in this world, reaching out to you, not throwing a cold application into a never-ending applicant tracking system and just hoping and praying that it works out. This is exactly what you need to harness the power of social media today to absolutely land your dream job because, lady, you are done with a job. You deserve the job.